Today's topic is something I've kind of covered before. It's something I'd say pretty prevalent in the way society's kind of set up. And I guess it's more focused on how and why a lot of guys can't talk to girls. I'm sure for a lot of you watching this, maybe this sounds ridiculous. But coming from a guy who's had this kind of mindset before, a lot of guys can't talk to girls because of one thing. And that's this mindset of this hierarchy in a sense. Let me put it to you this way. Say I'm walking down the street or I'm going to class or something like that, and I see a girl who happens to be my type. With the way a lot of guys' brains are set up, and probably most guys' brains are set up, and I think it's either due to human nature or simply lack of confidence. And now, when I say that, it's probably more so a mix of both. You see this girl that you think is attractive, and she's your type. A lot of guys are not going to take up on the opportunity. They're not going to shoot their shot. You know, like, life's giving you an alley-oop and you just missed the bucket, you know? Like, you've completely just got an air ball, you know? You fucked it. But it's okay. Because a lot of guys do this. Believe me, I'm still a guy who has a hard time with this. I'm in your shoes. I've missed the alley-oop several times. You know, you walk past a girl you want to talk to really badly, but something inside you just tells you that you can't. Something inside you tells you that you're not good enough to talk to her. And it's just, a lot of guys think this way. A lot of them think that they aren't good enough to talk to a girl. You might not tell yourself that you think that that's the case, but a lot of guys think this way. And it's annoying as hell. It really is. Like, it's frustrating to just, like, see a girl in public you want to talk to really badly, but then your intuition and your brain and everything inside you is just telling you, no, 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 don't do it. And why, might I ask you? Why would you not take up on the opportunity? That is a perfect chance to, for one thing, take a risk, and two, you know, go after somebody that could be worth going after. Another big reason why a lot of guys have a hard time talking to girls is because when you go to talk to a girl, you have this mindset, and it kind of ties into the hierarchy stuff. It's a means of you only have the intention of dating her. Now, how does this tie into the hierarchy stuff? Simply because if you have the intention of dating this attractive girl you see on your way to class, and you tell yourself that you're not good enough, what's going to happen from that? What's going to happen? If you have the sole intent of dating her and nothing else, you're going to be so scared to screw up that opportunity that you're not going to take it at all. You might not think to yourself that all you want to do when it comes to talking to a girl is date her, but trust me, most guys think this way. It's just the way it is. A lot of guys, when talking to a girl, have the intention, if she's attractive and at least somewhat their type, of dating her. That's what they want. I mean, really. Like, I'm not saying every guy is like this, but I'm saying a lot of them are. And it's just the reality. Some of them will be your friends for a while, but eventually, when the door opens enough and there's a crack, they'll go through that crack. they'll take that opportunity and they will try to get in there into that girl's life any way they can, to put it that way. They'll take any opportunity they have to be the one for her. That's a lot of pressure. That is a lot of pressure. To simply tell yourself that the only way you can talk to an attractive girl is by having the intent of dating her. Trust me, if this is your sole intent, you are never going to talk to a girl. At least an attractive one that's your type. When life throws you that alley-oop, you're going to miss every single time. Having that mindset of only dating is so dangerous to have. Because when it comes to talking to girls in general, you're going to have no practice. When you do actually somewhat muster up the courage to say something, you're going to have nothing to say. Your mind's going to draw a blank. You're going to be sitting there dumbfounded, like you're going to have no idea what to say. I've been there numerous times. Even like before I got rid of all my social media and all my dating apps. Like back in those times when I had all that and I'd set up a date to hang out with a girl or something like that. Even when I'm hanging out with her, I draw blanks. I don't know what to say all the time. I'm afraid of saying the wrong thing. That's the issue. When you're in a high pressure situation like that, you're thinking about, what if this goes wrong? What if I say the wrong thing? What if I do the wrong thing? And the truth is, you can't worry about any of that. You can't worry about saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing. Because at the end of the day, if you do or say the wrong thing, who gives a fuck? Who cares, It doesn't matter. If you say or do the wrong thing, do you know who knows that you said or did the wrong thing? That one person. We live in a world of 8 billion people. We live in a world so profound and so big, and only one person is going to know you said or did the wrong thing. Unless you go blabbing to your friends, of course. But at the end of the day, who cares? It doesn't matter. You fumbled, big deal, It doesn't matter. It really, really doesn't. No one is paying attention to how many times you fumbled with a girl. If you've done it a few times in a row with a few different girls, who cares? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But let me tell you what's going to help you with your process and your progress of trying to talk to girls. Be friends with them. Don't have the mindset of only dating them. Because if you have this mindset, you're never going to execute your plan. You're never going to execute the mission. You know what I'm saying? You're never going to be able to do it. The girl of your dreams, you're never going to be able to pursue her because you're always going to be afraid of her. Not directly, but essentially afraid of her. If you're friends with girls, there's no pressure to any situation. It's literally just like hanging with your boys, That's how you gotta treat it. You're hanging with your crew. You just talk to her how you talk to any of your other guy friends. That's all it takes. Girls, same to you. If you're a girl with that mindset when it comes to guys, same situation to you. If you're afraid of talking to a guy, be friends with him. That is the key to getting in right there. I'm not saying every time you talk to a girl and she's attractive to get in. Because that's not important and you shouldn't be chasing all your life. Chasing all your life is a waste of time. There's so many other things that are so much more worth your time. And just simply worth chasing after. But let me tell you, girls is not one of them. How you gotta see it is, if the opportunity arises, great. If the opportunity comes along, perfect. It's gonna be a wild card in life. You're not going to really see it coming. It's kind of just going to hit you one day. It's going to just happen. And that's the way it has to be. If you keep searching for it and looking for it, you're never going to find it. Let's be real. You're never going to find it. If all you're looking for is a girlfriend or a boyfriend or whatever, you're just looking for love, you're chasing it for years, months, weeks, I don't know how long, But the more you search for it, the further away from you it's going to be. You're never going to find it if you continue to look for it. I mean, sure, you'll probably go on dates and whatnot. You'll probably, you'll meet some people, You'll talk to a lot of people. You might do some things with a lot of people. But chances are you're not going to find the one. You're not going to find real love. And if that's what you're looking for, you're better off waiting. You're better off being friends with girls, talking to more girls. Not in that way. Not in that way. Because you don't want to be somebody who's known as a person who gets around. That's not something you want to be. It doesn't even matter when it comes to your reputation at that point. It's just a means of, it's immoral and it's unethical. And, I mean, yeah, a lot of people aren't gonna think you're a great person for that. But, again, it's more so it's unethical to be a guy who talks to multiple girls in that sense. Or a girl who talks to multiple guys in that sense, Both ways, it's not good. It's not a good look for you. But what I mean when I say talking to a lot of girls or guys is that just be friends with them, No pressure situations, like it doesn't matter. You're just having a good time. You're getting to know that person. And if it goes somewhere, great. If it goes somewhere at the end of the day, fantastic. But if it doesn't, who cares? You've made a new friend. And it's an opportunity for you to learn more about that person and learn more about yourself as well. And health is wealth. So, I mean, the more you can learn about yourself, the better off you're going to be in the long run. Self-growth is 1,000,000 times more important than chasing girls or guys will ever be. Chasing love and romance is a big waste of time. And having the intent of finding that only when you talk to the opposing sex is a big old waste of your time. So quit while you're ahead. You'll do yourself a massive solid. You're doing yourself a huge favor by not continuing on with that mindset. That's all I got for today. Stay blessed.